moment. Lewis Tyson, the heavyweight championship of the world, the heavyweight champion versus the former heavyweight champion, just over a month away. And with the tickets sold, it's expected to set a record for the largest gate in boxing history. Now, Tyson will have a shot at the title, I think, Max. I mean, for years on power alone. My question to you first, how did he look? You didn't see him sparring. They wouldn't let you do that. But how did he look? Did he look like he's serious about getting ready for this fight?
The interesting thing is I didn't think he looked too ready at that press conference in New York where he blew up. And guess what all that did when he got denied for his license in Nevada? It just bought him more time. Yes, he looks much more ready physically than he did in New York for sure.
All right, some of this conversation, as they say, might not be suitable for some of the younger members of the family if they've gathered around to watch Friday Night Fights. You might want to think about that before we roll it here. What did you find? Anything surprise you before we get to this?
I wouldn't say surprise me. I think that what certainly came through is that Tyson feels like he's sort of betrayed by a media that he allows access to him, and then the media turns around and rips him. And he has a point, because this is not an athlete who's just lucky to have the media there and thank you, they're doing him a favor by covering him. Tyson is a story. The media is forced to cover him because he generates ratings. He's newsworthy. People care about him and what he has to say. And so he does grant people access to him. That's not just a right. It's sort of he extends it as a privilege in a way. And when people turn around and bite him, he feels in the press, he feels betrayed. And it's not without some truth.
All right, just days ago from his training camp in Hawaii, a piece of the conversation with Mike Tyson and Max Kellerman.
The man in the street loves the Tyson fight because you're Jack Dempsey. You just jump on the other guy, no ifs, ands, or buts, cut to the action. You feel the love from the common boxing fan or sports fan because you're all action?
No, I don't feel a love from them because there's no love. They don't know me as an individual to love me. They love what I actually do because they're paid to see me smash anybody. If they're white, like to play, because the only thing they have respect for is my ability as an athlete. But if I was in court and I had to use them to testify against me as my character, they wouldn't testify positively against me, and they would think that I'm a cad, and they have no existence in their society.
That's not.
They're sports fans, right? But you see, listen, I used to date this woman, right? And it's so awesome, right? In Los Angeles, and I was in jail, and she was a white woman, and she said she was amazed that she was just amazed that people, I don't equate the two, but it was just funny how people from different ethnic groups equate the two. She was amazed that people would ride for Rodney King, knowing who he was and what he was, regardless, but he's been abused. You know what I mean? He has been abused, and he's been, this is interesting that she brought that, and he's been abused and he's been victimized, but still, he had a shady past too. And his past was a lot more denigrating than my past, that people would more to applaud me being in prison than to applaud him. They was in uproar. They was ashamed. They was embarrassed. Blacks and whites along, because they believed the judicial, the punit system, whatever we call it, was violated. But they never thought. No, by the authorities. Yes, but they never thought. In any fact, no one ever saw the documents. You know, I'm not trying to cry over spilt milk. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to equate the two. That no one ever considered that I was wrongdoing, that I was what you call long-hauled in court.
Do you mean that the average person, in the sense that still roots for you, does that because they felt that there's some injustice done to you, that through your situation?
No, I think the average person believes that I'm a nut and I deserve whatever happened to me. That's what I believe. You know, you just hear what people say about me. You don't look in their eye, look in the core of them. You don't even know you're a young man, and you're very knowledgeable. You know what I mean? You have wisdom, but you really don't know. You haven't been in the cooking pot, so to speak.
Do you feel, in that case, that you have extra responsibility on you to behave, you know, like they used to say about Jackie Robinson? He had to take all this stuff. You don't feel an extra responsibility?
No, I don't feel no responsibility, because I feel assailed by black community at times. You know what I mean? The ones that I keep reading this book, man. You gotta read this book. I know this guy must be Kennedy. His last name Kennedy. I thought it was just he was whoring himself and whoring his ethnicity by you writing the book nigger. But man, he wrote some interesting stuff. I know. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not for the black cause at all. You know, but what happened to him? Are we not second-class citizens? Would you trade places with me, knowing how much money I have, and I'm a black man and you're a white man? Would you trade places with me?
Psychologically, do you still believe what Cuss used to preach about controlling fear and making it work for you? Is that something that you still think about before you?
Well, everyone should think about it. I know most athletes in general have that particular belief, because if you're not a little nervous, you're not in a winning position. You know what I mean? Because it should enhance your abilities and your adrenaline and that's flowing through your system. It should just enhance you as an individual, an animal. We all possess it. It's just how we train it or contain it, so to speak.
Tyson, just 3 fights in the last 2 years. Brian Nielsen, Andrew Galata, Lou Savarese, Lennox Lewis back in the Poconos. Let's listen in to the heavyweight champ.
What Tyson's going to bring to me, I've already seen already. Many have tried it already, and none have been successful. Mike Tyson won't be successful. You know, if you look at his last 2 fights, you know, or 3 fights, he's always saying, well, he needs a couple fights to get ready for me. So even him, he doesn't feel mentally prepared for this fight in the sense of believing that he can beat me. It's going to be a shock for him when he steps in the ring with me. I think he's mentally and physically fit. You know, his antics outside the ring, as far as what he's been saying to the press, he just sounds like a cartoon character to me. The victory is going to be great for him because, you know, you could say this is the last misfit in my era, Mike Tyson. And, you know, I think, you know, this places me in history and puts me in a great spot. And, you know, shows the world that, you know, I'm the best. Nobody can test. I lay them all to rest.
Lennox is in great shape for the fight and mentally very up for the fight. So emotionally charged up that I'm worried about him getting disqualified possibly because for whatever reason he does not like Mike Tyson and he's anxious to knock out Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson is even referring to public all the time the fact that Lennox intimidates him or tries to intimidate him. And that's a turnaround for Mike. But that's going to be a big factor for Lennox going into the fight. Mike Tyson going in with someone and not only that's not afraid of him, but actually wants to beat Mike Tyson real bad. He wants a piece of him.
Lennox, among the news in the past week, stories which indicate that ticket sales are not what they were expected to be at first, and that the economic destiny of what was supposed to be the biggest money event in boxing history may not be as clear as we thought it was. Now that you're there on the ground in Memphis, are you going to promote this fight? You're going to try to sell it a little more? Or are you just going to sit back and wait for the fight?
I think this fight doesn't really need too much sale. Everybody wants to see this fight. This is a fight that the public wanted to see for such a long time, and now it's here, and you know, everybody's really excited about it, especially when I arrived in Memphis. They showed me so much love, and they're really up for the fight, and they're really excited for the fight. And I know my friends around the world are very excited about the fight, so I don't think this fight will have any problem selling.
Aren't you concerned that because of the World Cup, which now conflicts with this new date for the fight, that your English supporters won't be there in the numbers that you might originally have expected?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely will affect the fight a little bit because, you know, the British supporters, European supporters are very, very big on football. But, you know, you have those avid boxing fans that's still going to make it.
Have you gotten over your concern about whether the fight will actually take place? And are you now in a position where you can focus totally on the expectation that he's really going to be there in the ring with you next Saturday night?
Yes, I'm definitely expecting him to be in the ring with me next Saturday night. Looking forward to the fight, very focused and ready.
When he says things like, I want my fist to make contact with Lennox's brains, I want to knock his brains out of his head. When his assistant trainer says we want to find a way to crack his skull, break his ribs, kill him if possible in the ring, what does that make you think?
It makes me think that maybe he doesn't think he's going to be in the ring with the champion himself. I'm not going to be sitting back just twiddling my thumbs. He's got to watch out definitely for me. If he's concerned about himself, he's definitely not concerned about me, so he should be concerned about me because I'm very serious. I'm coming in there to win.
It's an observation of many boxing experts that there are 2 Lennox Lewises. There's the cautious Lennox Lewis who went in and fought a self-protective fight, even against lesser fighters like Zelko Mavrovich. And then there's the attacking Lennox Lewis who went in and blew people like Galata and Grant and Rockman in the second fight away. Do you have to be the second Lennox Lewis? Do you have to be the attacker to have your best chance against Mike?
You know, I'm a pugilist specialist, so I go in there, going in there to win. You know, if an opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely going to take Mike Tyson out. You know, it's talking about taking me out. You better be careful, but I'm going to take him out.
How different does this event feel in scope, you know, as a total experience than any other fight you've ever been in?
Well, for me, it's just like another fight to me. You know, who's Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson needs to prove himself. He's been boxing against lesser opponents, really. You know, his last opponent, HBO wouldn't even allow me to fight him. So I'm saying, okay, now he's in against the best. He's never seen a boxer like Lennox Lewis, so he's in for a big surprise.
All right. Thanks very much for your self-expression. We appreciate your confidence, of course. Lennox Lewis, you heard it, saying it's just another fight. But certainly to boxing fans, that isn't the case. Next Saturday night, live on pay-per-view from the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee, Lennox Lewis defends the heavyweight champion against Mike Tyson, trying to win it for a third time.
I think he's strange in one sense. I feel sorry for him in another sense.
I just want to put my hand through his head and in his brain. I want his brain to come in contact with my fist.
Personal comments I don't think are needed in the sport of boxing. I think he's a dirty fighter. I've seen him do a lot of dirty things, throwing elbows, you know, headbutting people, trying to break people's arms.
He's been talking about me, degrading me, and saying I'm this, saying I'm that.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
Yeah, but I'm not into the biting and all that.
Lennox thinks that I'm afraid of him. I really don't think he has any fear in me whatsoever.
He should fear everything about me. He should fear the fact that I don't fear him. He should fear the fact that I can punch him and knock him out with either hand. He should fear the fact that I'm the best. I'm at top of the food chain, baby.
I'm a Tyrannosaurus, man. I'm a tyrannical titan. There's no way he can beat me. There's no way. I refuse to be beaten.
I just look at Mike Tyson as a cartoon character. He has no honor. He's ignorant, arrogant. He's stupid, and he needs to be taught a lesson. And my right and left hand will definitely teach him a lesson.
I just want to be remembered. Just that. I just want to be remembered.
Oh, quick combination of the head. And down.
Lewis, Lennox, I'm coming for you.
His opponent is synonymous with mayhem.
Just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
A convicted rapist, a menace.
I wish he was dead. I wish I could kill him.
He, on the other hand, is a worthy successor to Jim Corbett. Gentleman Jim Corbett. Lennox Lewis is to Mike Tyson what Mother Teresa is to Tanya Harding. In a sport populated by so many convicts and con men, Lewis's record is clean, which may be his biggest problem.
Do you think that being a gentleman outside the ring perhaps has made you less appealing to some people?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's your thugs out there that like that roughhouse tactic. They're excited about that because they love train wrecks. And then there's the other person out there that love the art of it, love the sweet science of it. And those are the people that are attracted to me.
But Lewis and his handlers insist that as much as he respects the rules of the game, he is capable of cruelty. That behind the refined accent and the mild manners, he harbors a mean streak.
You have to look at the fact that, you know, I'm a boxer. What we do, we step into the ring and we're trying to take each other out. So it has to take a certain kind of mentality to be able to do that.
Lennox Lewis definitely has a dark side. Even though he appears to be a gentleman, he's very courtly, very elegant, but then there's that thug side of Lennox, too.
Emmanuel Stewart has trained Lewis since 1995.
When has that dark side of Lennox Lewis manifested itself?
Mike Tyson is one of those fighters that has brought the dark side of Lennox out. When Lennox feels threatened and people question him, that's when he goes to the other side. And I think you're going to see that in the Mike Tyson fight.
Lewis has brutalized fighters such as Andrew Galata, Hasim Rahman, and Razor Ruddock, each of whom drew out Lewis's dark side by angering him. Mike Tyson angered Lewis with his teeth, biting his leg at a press conference in January.
What gets you angry?
Bites.
Once bitten, Lewis says he is less apt to be shy.
Emmanuel keeps saying about how much you want this fight and how much you want to hurt Mike Tyson. Is that true?
Yeah, very much true. I mean, you could say that bite was first blood on his part, you know, and I'm out to get him back in the ring.
You weren't angry at him before that?
Yeah, I was angry, but, you know, that really put the icing on the cake on how I felt about, you know, getting bit. Nobody likes to get bit.
Lewis avenged the only 2 defeats of his career with knockouts. He's proved that he will fight back.
When the bell rings, do you want him angry or do you want him composed?
For this fight with Mike Tyson, the rage is already there inside of Lennox Lewis. And I need a balance for this fight. I need to rage, but it needs to be a controlled rage.
Is there any street fighter left in you?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Will we see that in this fight?
It depends. I'm a man with honor. You know, if a man elbows me, I'll elbow him back. I'm not against that. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to sit there like a punk and get elbowed or hit low or bit and not do anything about it.
Will Rockman get up, or have the tables been turned? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's over. Lennox Lewis got his revenge. A screwdriver, and down goes Boga. That's all it took. One shot, he may not get up. Both are stumbling around. 8, 9, can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned. The 2 dominant heavyweights of their generation finally meet. Lewis Tyson making history. Once the greatest boxer. Now a fascinating study in antic behavior and meltdowns, and still unparalleled at the box office.
I'm the biggest fighter in the history of the sport. If you don't believe it, check the cash register.
No matter what he said or done, or because of it, fans and the media remain transfixed.
I think the only reason this fight's happening is because of the morbid curiosity of what he might do.
I wish one of your guys had children if I could kick them in their head or stomp on their testicles.
Is he an angel? No, but he's not the devil that he's portrayed as either.
Is he truly out of control, or a canny promoter, or both?
I don't think he's that crazy.
I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy like that.
If Mike is crazy like a fox.
Today on Outside the Lines, just what is
Be a very good fight. Most people are thinking the champion will reclaim his throne and stay the heavyweight champion of the world. Here's what some of the people are saying.
I think Mike Tyson, I don't know. I'm rooting for Lennox. I don't know. That's a tough decision.
The Mike Tyson-Lennox Lewis fight should be an exciting fight, especially early on. You know, I give Mike Tyson a chance in the fight early on, and I think the longer the fight goes, the better Lennox Lewis's chances are.
I'm picking Lennox Lewis. I think Lennox Lewis got a hell of a jab.
I know boxing, and I know Mike Tyson, and I think Mike Tyson is going to win by knockout.
If Tyson dominate, he going to knock Lennox out. If Lennox dominate, he going to knock Tyson out. So the fight should be a quick fight.
We have seen them. We have heard them.
You can't stop me. Fuck him.
I'm definitely not scared of Mike Tyson. I'm the best there is.
I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah.
The fight is on. It is on for Mike Tyson. 16 years ago, Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion ever. He was destined to be one of the greatest of his era. But a fight with a buster stopped the historic path once laid before him.
What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson. Mike Tyson has been knocked out.
Since then, his early career accolades have turned into late career fiascos. Tonight, Tyson will try to redefine his prize-fighting status. Can this be the night of his boxing redemption? The fight is on. For Lennox Lewis, the champion who has proven his ability in the ring. But Lewis himself has also seen his path to the top take a turn for the worse. Most recently, between a rock and a mat place. However, he always answered his critics by avenging his losses.
It's over. Lennox Lewis got revenge.
The question of his greatness has always come down to his opponents. And tonight, Lennox Lewis faces what he considers the last man standing in his era.
Mike Tyson, you could say this is the last misfit in my era.
Can Lewis finally gain the respect that he truly deserves as the heavyweight champion of the world? Can he once and for all silence his detractors by defeating another notable opponent? Tonight, it is on.
Lennox, I'm coming for you.
You want it? Come and get it.
No more talking. No more waiting. Lewis versus Tyson.
Just a thumbnail judgment, Bobby, based on what we've seen here the past few days. The crowd in the arena overwhelmingly in favor of Mike Tyson.
You know, Mike Tyson, love him or hate him, he's exciting. He's what boxing wants. He's always wanted the blood, the crunching punches. He's exciting and devastating. That's what they want.
So often in sports, championship teams try to develop the psychology that they haven't gotten respect for their accomplishments and therefore still have great incentive. What's happening in this arena is a mark of disrespect to a guy who's won the heavyweight championship 3 times.
You know what? You can never tell. Fans are funny. People are funny. They're only as good as yesterday, and if they didn't like you yesterday, you're no good.
So Emmanuel Stewart goes in first, and Lennox Lewis steps between the ropes. We'll give you one overhead look at the most unusual ring setup in the recent history of boxing as Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis are separated by a cordon of security forces. And now ring announcers Jimmy Lennon Jr. and Michael Buffer will start it off.
Memphis, Tennessee. It is time for our historic night of boxing and our long-awaited, much-anticipated featured bout of the evening. This bout coming away is brought to you by Lion Promotions, Main Events, and Fight Night, Inc. in association with Prize Fight Promotions, as presented by the undisputed King of Beers, Budweiser.
Boxing fans, the moment we've all been waiting for is here. It's the Rumble on the River. Tonight here in Memphis, Tennessee, we will turn the page to another chapter in the history book of boxing legends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event. 12 rounds of boxing for the linear, legitimate, and universally recognized, undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, the International Boxing Federation, the International Boxing Organization, and the great state of Tennessee.
Representing the WBC, President Jose Suleiman, Supervisors General Kovid Paktipum and Rex Ross Walker. For the IBF President Marion Muhammad, Supervisor Linda Torres. The IBO President and Supervisor Ed Levine, and the Tennessee Commerce and Insurance Commissioner is Ann Pope.
The 3 judges assigned to ringside scoring this contest on the 10 points must system are from South Africa, Alfred Bukwana, from Thailand, Anik Hongtongkam, and from Belgium, Bob Logis. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from the United States, Eddie Cotton.
All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, the time for talk is over. The time to fight is here. It's the time we've all been waiting for. Live from the Pyramid in Memphis, it's fight time! Introducing to you first the challenger on my right. He is fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing his traditional solid black trunks and hailing from Catskill, New York. He weighed in at 234 1/2 pounds with a record of 49 wins, 3 losses, 2 no contests. He has 43 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the youngest man ever to win the heavyweight title, currently ranked the #1 contender by the WBC. Please welcome tonight's challenger, the explosive 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
And hiding out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with red letters, and officially weighing 249 1/4 pounds. He captured Olympic gold in 1988. Now, as a professional, he has 39 victories, including 30 knockouts and 3 world titles. He has 2 defeats and a draw, all by way of rematch have been changed to victories, making him one of the few men in boxing history to have virtually defeated every man he has ever faced. Ladies and gentlemen, from London, England, presenting the 3-time world champion, the linear, legitimate, and universally recognized, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis. These 2 great heavyweights must now step forward when the bell rings. Only one will be destiny's hero. Only one will pass from heavyweight greatness to heavyweight legend. So now there's only one thing left to say. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Years ago, 17-year-old Lennox Lewis, then a Canadian amateur star, was taken to upstate New York to spar with 16-year-old Mike Tyson. They lived in the same room for a week, sparred every day in the gym. As Lewis puts it, he bloodied my lip, and I busted up his mouth. Now they get together again as professionals, as Tyson's late trainer Costomato had predicted they would. And here we go. Tyson jabbing and moving his head early.
Tyson working in behind the double jab. That's what he said he was going to get back to.
Lewis with his own jab, but punching from the back seat. Backing up a little, unlike what Manny Stewart told him to do. Big uppercut for Lewis. He thinks Tyson's hurt.
What happened there? Mike charged a little prematurely. Got off balance, and Lennox took his shot.
It's been a long time since Mike Tyson has been hit with a puncher who has the kind of power Lennox Lewis has. Tyson gets in a left hook. Lewis counters with a right as Tyson misses wildly with a second left.
Lennox is going to have to hold on, but Mike's coming in behind punches. Look, we're going to see a lot of this fight. The attrition factor is going to become big. Lennox is going to lean on Mike, try and frustrate and hold him, tie him up excessively.
All right, stop it. Come on, stop it. Come on.
Tyson trying to get to Lewis's body with the left hook. Lewis wrapping Tyson up when he gets inside. No expert expected Lewis to try to fight inside with Tyson.
Right now, Lewis isn't trying to fight at all. He's just trying to sort of thwart the punches by stepping in them and smothering them, and then hold on.
Jab by Lewis. Tyson rocks him with a left hook. Lewis doing a lot of holding in the first minute and 40. Tyson half blocked Lewis's right-hand shot. Mike not jabbing his way in, though, Bobby, just walking in.
Well, he's trying to jab his way in, but he's trying to get the right hand to land somewhere, too, to hurt Lennox so he can get the left-hand combination following.
Big left hand by Tyson after the jab by Lewis.
He worked that hook off a jab.
This time it's Tyson who grabs Lewis as Lennox was about to fire the uppercut.
Lennox is looking to try and time Mike with that right hand. There you saw it. But Lennox is backing up a little too much.
Big right hand over the top by Lewis. Grabs Tyson as Mike falls inside.
Lennox is laying on the back of Mike's neck quite a bit. He'll be telling on Mike's back later in the fight.
One punch at a time. Neither fighter has put together a coherent combination in the first round.
This man ain't much of a fighter. Just settle down. If you really would see how bad he looks, it would be surprising. Settle down. Get yourself together. Start working your jab. You took all of the anger and slowed him down already by wrestling and tying him up. Okay? Just take your time. Don't let him fight the fight that he's trying to make it fight. Take your time, get to work with your jab. If you hit him with the right hands and uppercut, just slow down.
Maybe two. If you can get two in, that's fine, okay? But don't let this guy try to tire you out. Relax yourself. I'm telling him.
Just stay cool.
We hollering at him, okay? Okay, just relax yourself, baby. That was a good round. You won the first round, okay?
Double jab like we worked on, step up and control the second jab. You got this
every time to get one. Now look, start using your face now. He's trying to load up with his right hands on that. He can try to come on top first and then uppercut, okay? Be fast, baby. Be fast.
Tyson, concerned between rounds about Lewis holding him and putting his weight on him, asked Ronnie Shields to talk to referee Eddie Cotton. Shields just turned around and made that comment to Cotton, who ignored him and said, come back and fight.
Well, the first round, Mike was technically the effective aggressor because Lewis wasn't really aggressive. He threw more punches. He landed a few more. Got to give him the first round, but not by a lot.
Now the crowd approves as Cotton warns Lewis for holding. The first warning.
Nice and easy, Mike. Nice and easy. Come on.
Uppercut. Half blocked.
Yeah, the uppercut landed on the elbow of Mike coming in because he got his hands tight. Even there, not really hitting a lot on the way in. It seems that Lennox is more concerned with finding which arm to grab first rather than get his punches in.
Jab by Lewis. He hasn't really gotten it going. Now he starts to work in rhythm. Tyson lunging, firing with the left hook. Lewis was gone.
Pick up. Nice and easy. Come on, pick it up.
Tyson fighting at a measured pace, not the whirlwind that some expect. Lewis seems to believe that the uppercut is going to be a big weapon for him here.
It has to be. The big man gets leverage with the uppercut. Mike's coming in, he's ducking down under the punches, and walk right into it. But there, Mike, even with the double jab that he's short, he needs to throw the right hand. As Lennox dips with that right uppercut, Mike needs to fire a straight right hand. We'll catch Lennox on the way in.
Lennox seems so eager to throw the uppercut that he may throw it from outside. That can be a mistake if your opponent counters it with the right timing. And Eddie Cotton warning Lewis a second time about holding. Point deductions could be coming.
He hit Mike with that uppercut clean, rocked Mike's head.
Get out!
The uppercut is good. Lewis's more dangerous right-hand punch is the overhand right. That's his bigger bomb. As round 2 progresses, Mike Tyson is falling into a pattern of lunging and throwing one punch at a time, Bobby.
He's not using the jab. There he's trying to use it, but not using it well. He's got to step to it. He can't worry if the jab lands. He's just got to get him to the inside where he's got to fire the right to the body, to the jaw, and follow with the left.
At that time, as they joined together, Lewis held his arms in the air as if to say, I'm not the one who's holding, Eddie. Uppercut and a left hook from Lewis. He doesn't throw it all that often.
A nice right hand, uppercut, and the left hook was beautiful. Mike put it on the chin very well. But this round is all Lennox Lewis.
All Lennox Lewis in round 2, and increasingly so as the round progressed.
Okay, look, champion, look, listen to me. Remember I told you, you cannot let this man throw too many jabs at you without you coming back with something, right? Okay, look, you started using your feints, but you quit jabbing. You have to be in this man's chest. You understand? Make this a very ugly fight now, okay? I want you right at
the changes. He's slowing down real bad.
35. It's 35 that round. Left hand. Keep your hands
Work
up.
the jab. The jab is pumping now. The jab is pumping. That's what you're waiting for. Like this.
Keep your hands up, baby. Keep
Fighting
your
a
right
masterpiece that round. You're on your way.
Mouthpiece. There you go. There you
You're
go.
on your way, baby.
Seconds out!
Round 3 begins. After seeming to control the tempo in round 1, Mike Tyson slowed considerably in round 2. Lennox Lewis got his jab working. You heard Emmanuel Stewart say, just keep it up.
Lennox Lewis made the adjustments in the second round. Now Mike needs to remake adjustments on his side.
Now Lewis not holding, but rather just pushing Tyson off.
Right, Mike's got to come back in behind the jab and fire. He can't just try and hit him with the jab. The jab is not meant to just be a point getter for Mike. It's meant to close the distance and put something in Lennox's face to worry about.
Punch out, get out.
And you heard Ronnie Shields say, get into his chest and make it an ugly fight. The more they fight from this range, the more Lewis's chances increase.
All right, stop. Step back.
Mike can't win the fight at that distance. If Lennox Lewis can set the distance of this fight, Mike has no chance. He has to shut the gap down, get inside, bring the fight to where he's comfortable.
Does he look eager enough to do it?
Mike looks like he's waiting too much. Doesn't look like he's found his rhythm. Lennox Lewis's jab is finding his mark more and more often.
Lewis picking Mike Tyson off with the jab as Mike tries to step in, able to keep Tyson at long range so far in round 3.
Get out. Come on.
Lewis no longer seems to be trying to hit Tyson with anything big, Bobby. He's just tapping it.
Well, the jab is a pretty stiff jab, not a real shotgun jab, but it's a pretty stiff jab. Popping Mike's head up, and then when he comes in, Mike, he just ties him up.
Come on, stop it.
You can almost see Lewis trying to fight his natural tendency to go backward. His mind wants to go forward, his body wants to lean back.
And I sometimes think his body wants to go forward, his mind keeps pulling his body back because he's worried about getting hit with those shots.
There is blood around the right eye of Mike Tyson. Tyson blinking a little bit and looking momentarily distracted by what seems to be a nick somewhere near his right eye. That would be the product of Lewis's jab. And there's a huge left hook by Tyson, but Lewis took it well.
Lewis took it well. Didn't seem to be anything there.
Stop punch.
That was Mike's best punch of the fight. But the Lewis chin held up. And now Tyson begins to paw at the blood on his right eye, and Lewis busts him with the right hand. Look at Lewis dropping his hands to his waist.
Let's go.
Well, you know what?
Come on, let's go.
More than one man has gotten cocky and lost because of it. Not the time or the man to do it against.
That's where Lewis was holding his hands when Hasim Rahman knocked him out in South Africa.
I rest my case.
As Tyson goes to the corner, his cut man is Dr. Ira Traki, a far superior choice to what was the case in Tokyo against James Buster Douglas, where Tyson's eyes swelled while his corner fiddled.
Look, You got to relax yourself.
Give me a towel to wipe him.
Give me a towel. Give me a towel. Give me a towel.
Real relax. Real relax.
Nice and relaxed. Now, Mike, look, listen to me. Now, look, you let this guy have his way on the outside. You understand? Don't let this man have his way on the outside. You got to be close to this man. You understand? You got to stay close. When you get close, shoot your uppercuts and go to the body with this man. Okay? Use your feet.
He can't deal with nothing coming to him. This fight's going to be over with if you do. You sit down and get yourself together. You can't just be retentive just to do this shit and do this. And shoot that damn uppercut some. The man is tired.
Watch Lennox use that jab really effective. Popping Mike right on the eye. Popping Mike right off the side of the head. That jab very effective in that round, and the round previous probably is what opened that cut.
So as round 4 begins, Lennox Lewis has gotten the fight to go in the direction he wanted it to go. But Emmanuel Stewart still didn't seem happy between rounds. And Tyson again lands a left hook, but again Lewis is unfazed. Jab, jab, jab. Uppercut. That's been the Lewis pattern.
Lewis is fighting a smart fight, jabbing and tying Mike up on the inside. Jab on the wing, get the points. Hit him with the right hand.
Right hand. Right cross landed flush for Lewis. But Tyson took it well. He's got a good chin, Bobby.
Mike's got a good chin. He's pretty tough. You're not going to stop him in one shot. I don't think so. I really don't.
Another solid right cross, though. You can't take too many of those.
You sure can't. Knock on a man who weighs 250 pounds.
Tyson misses the left hook. Lewis counters effectively with the right. Big round for Lewis so far. Body shot by Lennox Lewis.
I think right now Mike Tyson's a little bit dazed. I think he's extremely confused.
He's not blocking Lewis's right hand, Bobby. Now some head movement. Tyson's confidence ebbing. Lewis is seeming to grow.
Mike seems to be loading up just a little too much, Jim. He's taking a fraction of the speed off his punches, giving Lennox enough time to cover up. There, Mike came in with a jab and didn't do anything behind it. No hook, no right hand, no body work.
One punch at a time by Tyson. Another right hand lands flush and an uppercut as Lewis, just as he did with Michael Grant, effectively held Tyson's head in position with his left hand and hit him with the right.
And that is illegal. I'm surprised the referee didn't say anything. You can't do that, but it's done and over with.
If we can see it, we know Eddie Cotton can see it. Jab, jab. Tyson trying to duck inside, but not able to creatively attack.
Mike's not throwing enough punches. He wouldn't be able to tie his hands up if they were moving.
Another right hand flush. That one missed. Tyson lunging with the left hook. Lewis blocked it. Lands another right hand.
There were two right hands. They both would have just barely missed the mark. They glanced off each other's shoulders. That would have been explosive.
Bobby, is Mike becoming increasingly vulnerable to these right hands because of the cut on his eye?
I don't think it's a cut on his eye. I think he's confused. I think he's not making the adjustments. Mentally, it's not clicking in what he needs to do.
And more. Down goes Tyson. It's not going to be ruled a knockdown because Eddie Cotton is going to say that Lewis was holding him while he hit him. Lawrence Cole, what's the ruling here?
He got pushed down, so that would not be a knockdown. He leaned on his back after that punch was gone, and then he pushed him down. Oh, they're deducting a point.
And now Eddie Cotton is going to deduct a point.
He hit him in the back.
Lewis
the point was for hitting him in the back, I believe. He hit Mike, he helped push Mike down, and then he hit him in the back.
So Lewis loses a point.
Don't turn it, Tyson. Get this motherfucker out of here, man.
Listen to Emmanuel.
You're ready to get caught with some crazy shit. Step it up, the man is finished.
Put them shits together, baby.
You ain't never took it to himself. Get your hands.
You cannot just run in. The right hand is down. When he jab, throw the right hand and no hook behind it. Okay? Just give me a deep breath, champ. Okay? You give me another round like that.
Watch Lennox Lewis on the way in. Mike bends. Now he's on the top of him, and he punches him in the back as he pushed him down a little bit. The weight of a 250-pound man, a little tough. Here you see him, look, jump on the back of his neck, push him down, and hit him in the back. That's a foul. Technically, that's a clean foul. I mean, that punch was nowhere near hitting legal territory.
But in the round, Lennox Lewis landed a series of right-hand shots, and Mike Tyson did all but nothing.
Mike Tyson right now is having problems adjusting. This round is going to be indicative of how this fight could turn out. Mike Tyson can come back in this round.
Tyson tries to counter Lewis's jab with the right hand, misses wildly. Lewis on target with another combination. Bobby, how do you have it scored so far?
Well, I had first round for Mike, the next 3 for Lennox Lewis, but because he lost the point, he's only ahead by 1 point. The last round I would have given him, but it drew even when they took the point away.
Now there's blood on Tyson's left eye. So both eyes are bleeding.
Stop punch. Come on, let's go. Get up.
Lewis, jab. Tyson, not busy.
Mike is resorting. You see Mike resorting to just bending and looking to leap in with a punch. David Tua made the same mistake. Mike's supposed to work him behind the jab. The jabs don't even have to land. He's got to hit him.
Cut by Lewis. And again he holds Tyson's head while he hits. And Eddie Cotton says, don't do it.
Look at me. You can hold the punch. Don't do it again. I'm taking another point away. Let's go. Let's go, Mike.
Mike Tyson's eyes are in bad shape, Bobby Chaz.
Mike Tyson's eyes are cut. They're starting to swell. Lennox Lewis is having his way. If Mike doesn't start to put some hurt back on Lennox, so he can't stay out there. He's just got a jab, and even if the jab doesn't land, just use it as a gap closer.
But now there's a danger sign for Lewis. With Tyson hurt, Lewis seems to be waiting for one big shot now.
You know what? That's not a smart thing to do. I think he should just work the way he's been working. Work behind the jab like that.
He can win the fight easily just by sticking the jab, or so it would appear. Tyson hasn't looked dangerous for the last couple of rounds. Lewis moving, Tyson finally steps in and fires a body shot.
Mike has no work output right now. He's got to throw punches. He's being outworked and he's being played with. He's being target practice. Not good for Mike Tyson.
Lewis able to load up on the uppercut and still landing it.
He's able to do whatever he wants. Mike's not posing a threat to him at any part of the combination execution.
It is rapidly becoming what some boxing experts predicted might be the case, a technical mismatch between a veteran fighter who's been in the ring the whole time against top opposition and has a lot of craft, and another guy who may well have squandered too much of his ability.
You got a dead man in front of you, and you still doing this. Just let that shit go. This fight is over with. You gonna fuck around and let him catch you with some shit if you don't watch. This man is dead out there, but he wants to quit. And you out here playing.
Hello. Give me all you got 1 round. Just let me go hands. I just want your hands moving this round. Can you stay close to this man and get your hands moving this round for me?
Mike, you go out, you're fine.
Look, I need your hands moving. You got too much distance. You let this guy jab the hell out of you. You got to move your hands. Now we got to win this.
Doing this, the man has said that let this shit go. Right hand over top, right hand uppercut.
Stay alert, man.
Any longer this fight going, this man is dangerous. You better get him out of here.
Exactly.
Goddamn right. Now, this is ridiculous.
Stay alert. Hands up.
Lennox Lewis unloading at will. Here's a right uppercut that looks like opened the cut over the left eye of Mike Tyson. Turned it up nice and inside and followed with a little short inside right hook.
If Tyson's trainer, Ronnie Shields, seems disappointed and bewildered by his fighter's performance, Emmanuel Stewart is incensed, screaming at Lennox Lewis, you got a dead man in front of you, quit screwing around.
Well, what Emmanuel Stewart says is right to a degree. Not that he's a dead man, but when he has Mike on the ropes, close him out. Don't give him a chance to get back in the fight. He's dangerous at all times.
Now Lewis begins to expend more energy and again fires a right hand down the pipe.
Mike's just not punching. Mike's confused. The jab's in his face. Right hand's behind it. Lennox doing what he wants at his leisure.
How many right crosses can Mike Tyson take? That was big. Boy, Tyson's got a good chin.
He's hit Mike Lee with some big punches, and he's a good puncher, Lennox Lewis. Mike's showing a rock chin.
When he hit David Tua with 2 of those shots in the first round, Tua didn't want much part of him from that point forward. Crunch with the body shot by Tyson. 1 punch at a time, though, won't get it done.
It absolutely won't. One and done. He's never going to win this fight.
Lewis misses with that right hand, begins to paw again with the jab, and Emmanuel Stewart gets another stricken look on his face in the Lewis corner.
Lennox Lewis is content right now to just stay outside, stick the jab, and not really try and put a hurting on Mike. And Emmanuel Stewart wants him to finish this.
Target practice. Handy from a baby. This is easy for Lewis. If he doesn't get caught with something big, he's going to walk to victory.
And Mike's going back. When Mike's going back, he's not effective whatsoever.
Step on. Easy, nice and easy. Come on, step back. Come on, step back.
But remember, Tyson remains dangerous. He lost all of the first 4 rounds to Franz Botox on all 3 cards, and then knocked him out with a big shot in the 5th. However, Lewis is no Franz Botox.
Now, Lewis does not have the chin of Bota, but he's also a much better fighter, much better defensive fighter, much better offensive fighter, 10 times more dangerous, and right now, commanding the show.
There's a little mouse under the left eye of Lewis, so Tyson has done some damage with the right hand.
He landed one good right hand, a left uppercut and a right hand over the top a little bit ago, but again, 1 and 2, 1 and done, not enough.
And you wonder how long Mike will be able to see effectively out of 2 eyes that are swelling rapidly. Round 6 of a scheduled 12. Uppercut lands flush again. And again, Lewis had time to load it and fire it.
Mike seems to be befuddled. He seems to be totally confused. And I think just a piece of him has gotten stumped.
I think Lewis is waiting in there because he thinks Mike is going to quit.
Keep throwing them damn uppercuts at him. He can't get away from him. Keep shooting uppercuts. What is this coming up?
7-8.
There's no way to where this man should be in here this long. And the longer he's in here, the dangerous it is. They keep working the jab, but you got to add to it. You every time you hesitate, you start to throw the shot, then you hesitate. Let the stuff go. The man ain't that dangerous. Finish the shot, go in.
And come back with your right hand. You understand? Let your hands go. That's all we're telling you to do right now. Everybody can't talk in the corner.
You can do it.
One at a fucking time.
You can do it.
Listen, Mike,
Don't worry about it.
be fast. You understand me? Fast.
Lennox Lewis is standing there doing what he wants. There's a left and a right hand. Mike offering up almost nothing in return. Same replay, slow-mo. Left hand right to the temple, and then he just gets out of the way because Mike doesn't counter fast enough. It doesn't really counter enough.
Well, if ever Mike Tyson needed one lightning shot, now's the time. Lennox Lewis seemingly building a lead on the scorecards, although with a point deducted for holding and hitting. Bobby, how do you have it through 6?
Well, right now, after 6, I have it 4-1, 1 even, because the 1 even round was the point taken. Lennox was clearly winning the round, but he fouled Mike. Right now, 58-55. It's a 3-point edge. Mike Tyson is quickly approaching the point of no return.
Another good right-hand shot for Lewis. Tyson not doing much of anything. Jab for Lewis. Tyson at range where he can't find it. Another big right hand. Target practice.
Don't show the elbow. Don't show the elbow.
Now Eddie Cotton finds another foul.
Well, Lennox Lewis pushed off with a forearm, which is technically illegal. It's not called an awful lot, but nonetheless illegal.
Biggest upset of the night. Every warning by Cotton so far goes to Lennox Lewis. Mike Tyson hadn't been close to committing a foul.
He really hasn't. He's a little too docile tonight, all the way around. I see no meanness in his eyes.
Now blood trickling from the nose of Tyson, as well as both eyes. Oh, huge right hand by Lewis.
That was mostly blocked by Mike, but he's not offering up anything back. He threw a small left hook to the body, nothing there. Mike Tyson is being dictated to by the all-important Lennox Lewis jab and a good right hand with pinpoint accuracy tonight.
Mike Tyson is being dictated to by craft, technique, professional skill. That's what Lewis has in addition to his size.
And he certainly demonstrated some of the very best of it tonight.
Huge right hands. They're missing, they're glancing blows, but Tyson's doing nothing in return, and the blood and the swelling increasingly distracting to Mike.
Get out, get out. Come on, get out. Come on.
this fight by decision.
Low blow by Tyson. That's the first time he's had a foul. Eddie Cotton didn't see it.
Eddie Cotton was in a bad position behind Lennox Lewis. But Mike's not looking like he's on sturdy feet right now. His legs are squaring off. They're a little bit rubbery. And right now, he is getting teed off on.
You know, you can't spend 5 years in Class C ball and then go pitch in the World Series. That's what Mike Tyson is finding out right here.
It just doesn't work that way.
Listen to me, champion. No, listen to me. Listen to me.
Why, Mike?
No.
Punch or nothing.
No, you understand? Listen to me. You're fighting for the heavyweight championship again. You understand? Not many people can do that. You understand? Now look, I'm not going to sit out there and just let you do this. You understand? You have to throw your punches. You understand? For God's sake, you have 2 hands. You understand? Just let your hands go. Yes, you can. No, let your hands go.
Listen,
I want your hands to move.
You done took this guy's best shot.
This guy got nothing for you.
The guy you took his best shot. This guy's getting tired. It's time for you to go to work, brother.
Come on, man.
Go to work.
You
took
train
his
hard.
best shot.
Lennox Lewis using that jab and another right hand. Left hook behind it. Just constantly working a beautiful right hand over the jab. Lennox Lewis keeping Mike at bay with the jab. An overhead view. There's a poke in to the left. There comes the right hand over the jab. Mike not throwing enough punches to make Lennox worry about anything. Lennox doing what he wants.
Occasionally, Lewis has dealt a significant punch from Tyson, thus the swelling under the left eye. But basically, Mike has thrown 1 punch at a time, and most of them ineffective. Lewis is the only man in the fight who's landed a combination. There's a 3-punch combination. There's another right cross. Mike just ducking, not firing.
Mike almost appears to be resolved that he's not going to win this fight. Let me just stand here and take it. Take one swing here and there, but it doesn't look like he's trying to win. You have to put yourself in a position to win by fighting. It's not fighting.
Ronnie Shields was trying to say to Tyson in a subtle way that he'll consider throwing in the towel if this gets worse. What a letdown it would be to the Tyson public to see Iron Mike throw in the towel.
There's a beautiful right hand to the body, but he should have come up top at the left hook.
Tyson trying to let his hands go, catches 2 huge uppercuts. Why did Eddie Cotton pull him off?
And I called him a knockdown. I think he might have grazed the canvas. I'm not sure.
7, 8. You all right, Mike? Come on, you have to go, Mike.
So it's being counted as a knockdown because there's no standing 8 count in effect. Tyson's glove must have been seen to touch the canvas. First knockdown of the fight. Now Lewis goes for the knockout. Hurts Tyson with the right hand. Tyson grabbing and holding on.
Almost half the round is left. I don't know if Mike has enough to keep Lennox off.
Lopsided fight, getting more so. Big shots from Lewis. Tyson gets in an uppercut. Shades of Tokyo and the one time he got the Buster Douglas at the end of the 8th round. And that's going to be perhaps the end of the fight. It'll take some courage for Mike to get up from that shot.
10, 8, 9.
He's out. Lennox Lewis knocks out Mike Tyson and banishes him from the upper stratosphere of the heavyweight division right now.
The worst performance of Mike's life.
He was in against a guy who was way too good.
Last man standing.
Give him some air. Give him some water. Give him some water. Give him some water. Here, Mike. Take some water, Mike.
So even though Emmanuel Stewart thought it should have gone quicker, Lennox Lewis gets the last laugh. His wisdom plays out. He played it coolly in the ring, and he waited until Mike was most vulnerable and took him out.
Lennox didn't take any stupid chances. It's a smart move with smart boxing. He dominated Mike from start to finish. Mike never got on track, and Lennox didn't let him get a chance to get in the game.
Would you call that one of the better Lewis's performances you've seen?
That may be the best performance I've seen Lewis to date.
And it answers the question of who's the best heavyweight for now, doesn't it?
It does for me.
Here's the knockout, Bobby.
You watch the right uppercut. He hurts Mike with it, and then hits him with a beautiful left uppercut following. Mike there, I wasn't sure if the right knee touched. I thought it didn't, but evidently Eddie Cotton thought it did. But watch his left uppercut lift up right on Mike's jaw. You see his legs buckle, and I still can't. His knee did not hit the canvas. He does not go down.
Moot point.
He does not go down. There's no standing 8 count. Eddie Cotton made a mistake.
If he didn't go down, then in effect the knockdown count was at benefit to Tyson because it gave him a chance to recover.
And here's the end. Mike gets caught with another right hand, and this is it. He is done. That one a la Hasim Rahman too.
Well, it took Buster Douglas 10 rounds to knock out Mike Tyson. It took Evander Holyfield 9+. Lennox Lewis gets it done in the 8th.
7+.
7+. And the Lewis right hand now ranks as the dominant weapon in the heavyweight division, as he showed tonight.
That he did, and he has just done a lot to seal his legacy in the Hall of Fame for the future.
Walking past us right now, a very happy Violet Lewis, Lennox's mother, who's been with him all the way through his championship run. Lennox Lewis, world junior champion, Olympic gold medalist, 3-time heavyweight champion, knockout conqueror of Mike Tyson. What else could he prove, Bobby?
Right now, there's not much he can prove. I'm sure he wants to be undisputed one more time. I'm not sure the winner of Ruiz or Kirk Johnson will face him, but I'll bet you that's what comes out of his mouth in the interview.
He'd be a heavy favorite over either. Here are the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight here in Memphis, Tennessee, the legacy of a 3-time heavyweight champion has been embraced as the referee reaches the count of 10 at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 8. The winner by knockout victory and still the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the pride of Great Britain, Lennox Lewis.
Come on up. Okay, thank you very much. Lennox, Mike, if you can come on over here.
One more
Gentlemen.
replay look at the crunching right hand, which ended the evening for Mike Tyson and gave Lennox Lewis the biggest, gaudiest, showiest victory of his career. There were those who thought that Lewis didn't prove enough with his decision against Holyfield. Let's see what they think now. And let's go into the ring where Jim Gray is standing by with Lennox Lewis.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Lennox, congratulations to you. You dominated this fight. Was that what you had anticipated?
Yeah, basically, I just wanted to stay to the game plan, use my jab. I kind of, the first round was a bit rough for me because I never settled down. Manny told me to settle down a bit more. And actually, Manny told me to take him out like the 4th round, but still, I just wanted to soften him up a bit more with my jab. But he was still determined, he was still tough. And he can take a hell of a punch because I hit him with some great punches, and boy, he can take him, for real.
We have Mike Tyson here as well. Mike, have you changed your opinion now of Lennox Lewis?
Well, no. Believe it or not, I've known Lennox for like 15, 16 years. We've always been friends, but in competition, in competition, the best man has to win. We have to do everything we can. I'm happy for him to give me a fight. The payday was wonderful. I really appreciate it. And if you could be kind enough, I'd love to do it again. I think I could beat you if we try one more time.
Mike, what gives you any indication that you could beat him after this performance? And was it a lack of quality opponents going into this that hurt you?
I explained before I needed 2 more fights or 3 more fights to fight him. But I believe if I would have took that route, the fight probably would have never happened. He wouldn't have waited for me. And again, he was just splendid, a masterful boxer. I just take my hand off to you and just please, if you can just give me one more chance, I'd be greatly appreciative.
Are you interested in that at all, based on the way you controlled this fight?
You know, I just wanted to complete my legacy. You know, everybody was saying that, you know, this fight is going to count on my legacy. So I just wanted to prove to the people that, you know, I'm the best fighter in the world, on the planet. No guy tests this, man.
You prove that right now. You were quite annoyed. You had some very derogatory things to say about Mike coming into this fight. You said you had to win this fight to clean up boxing. Do you feel you've accomplished that?
Well, I showed boxing, you know, who's the best in the world. I went out there and showed them I'm a pugilist specialist. I can adapt to any style. And, you know, he showed me one style that a lot of people didn't think I was going to be able to deal with. But I was able to deal with it. A lot of people thought he was going to get away from my jab, but nobody gets away from my jab.
Mike, you behaved tonight. Everybody.
Biggest fans, brother.
Manny Stewart, say that again.
I was telling Mike, I'm still one of his biggest fans. He's given me so many thrills, man. You know, go back to Roderick Moore, you remember?
My friend Roderick.
Mike, you've given all of us a lot of excitement. Most exciting heavyweight in the last 50 years.
Thank you very much. It was just beautiful. I'm just so happy you gave me a chance. Nobody wanted to give me a chance. Don King didn't want to give me a chance. I'm just happy someone gave me a chance. Thank you very much.
Champ and Mike, how sorry are you guys that this fight did not occur many years ago when you were at your best, and probably you weren't quite as old either?
Well, you know, the funny thing about that is, you know, heavyweights mature at different times. I would say Mike Tyson matured at 19. Nothing was standing in his way at that time. He ruled the planet at that time. But I'm like fine wine. I come along later on, and, you know, I learned my art, and I went along, just took my time, and I came along and just ruled. I'm ruling now.
Mike, are you sorry this fight didn't take place years ago?
It wasn't meant to be. I've known Lennox ever since he was 16, 15 years old. I have mad respect. Everything I said was in proposition for promoting the fight. He knows I love him and his mother, and I know if he thinks I don't have respect and don't love him, he's crazy.
So you're saying a lot of the behavior, Mike, is just to sell tickets, and that doesn't represent your true feelings?
Well, he knows who I am, and he knows I'm not disrespectful. I respect this man as a brother. He knew me ever since his friend Bernie and Cuss were together, and he knows I have the much respect for him. Like I said before, he's a magnificent, a prolific fighter, and he should continue fighting. I would just love for him to give me another shot.
How important was it for you tonight, Mike, to come out here and be a sportsman and behave in the ring?
Oh, no, it was very, but I said I love and respect him too much to do anything disrespectful to him. And he knows that. And for him to think that is absolutely crazy.
Mike, we appreciate your time. You're most gracious in defeat tonight, and I think a lot of fans out there will appreciate the way that you've handled yourself tonight after some disappointing moments and some behavior in the past that hasn't been very well at all. Lennox, what now happens for you? Where do you go now? You've basically proven everything. You've beaten everybody. You've avenged the losses you've had, and you've conquered the man who you said would make your legacy. What now?
Well, you know, I'm gonna take one day at a time, see what happens after this. I just wanted to complete this goal. Everybody was asking me what I'm going to do after this fight. But, you know, I'm the best fighter in the world. I just wanted to prove that to the whole planet. And, you know, I'm going to take one day at a time.
When he bit you, what was your reaction back on January 22nd? And did you think this one was going out the window?
Shit, I was shocked, you know, because I'm saying we're two fighters. We're going to fight it out. Why not? Let's fight it out. But the man grabbed my leg and bit it. I was shocked. And then in some way, I thought he was trying to get out of the fight. But then I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get him back in the fight, you know. Biting was first blood. I got second blood tonight.
Well, let's take a look at that second blood. We have a chance to look down at the monitor. If you'll jump forward here for us and tell us what happened on the knockout punch. He had already gone down with the standing 8 count.
I was noticing he was ducking to his left, to my right, and I just wanted to catch him as he was doing that. And I caught him right on the chin. And he went down. But I'm telling you, some of those punches I caught him on the right side, he took like a man. And I was shocked that he was able to take him because I felt him right through my hand.
Were you surprised that he was only one punch and out tonight, that he put together no combinations?
No, you know, I'm thinking that Mike Tyson at his best. I'm in there not taking no chances, just waiting for my time and just going about my sport as a pugilist specialist.
would you give him a rematch? Is that a legitimate request after this?
Well, you know, he's asked for one. I definitely would consider it, you know, but it depends what the people want. You know, I'm going to take one day at a time. Emmanuel Stewart, the best trainer in the world. No guy tests this trainer.
Last question. Possible retirement? Might this have been the crowning achievement and you'll say goodnight?
Yes, possible. Anything is possible. Big up our crew.
Lennox Lewis, congratulations to you. Terrific fight tonight. Okay.